Very special TGIF, and we are in the house of the former president, His Excellency J.A Kufour. Now, I have the audacity to welcome him to his house. Show some love for the president, J.A Kufour. Good to see you, sir. Show some love, show some love. All right. Mr. President, welcome to the show. I got the president to do the 3 handshake, man. Give it up to me, man. Give it up, give it up. Well, thank you very much for having us here. It's a really great pleasure. And you're looking very well. You're looking very good.
Thank you.
How is life after presidency?
Let me quote my friend, the president, former president of Botswana, President Mohai. He says there's life after the presidency. And I'm finding him to be very true and wise.
So are you enjoying life? Are you more relaxed?
Yes, I'm relaxed. Fortunately, I'm also occupied because I've been getting invitations from all over. And I've tried to meet as many of the invitations as I can to continue to be active. Because I don't want to relapse all of a sudden into deep retirement.
How does it feel, though? Because 1 minute you are the most powerful person in the country, commander of the Ghana Army. I mean, Ghana is in your hands. And then the next minute
I don't accept that Ghana is anybody's hands.
You don't accept that?
No.
Yeah.
Ghana is full of very intelligent, responsible, although restrained people. And when you are privileged to lead this nation, you should always be responsive and sensitive towards the people. So yes, I was leading Ghana. I was leading a very good government. But I tell you, we didn't think we were the ultimate of power, no. And when I stepped down, naturally, the amount of work that I used to do as president got reduced. And this is part of the reason I say I accept invitations to. I want to sort of recede gradually into retirement. Because sudden changes tend to affect the psyche of the human being and also eventually his physique.
Yeah.
And I don't want that.
I was going to find out, what's it you miss most? Do you miss, what is it that you miss that occasionally you have nostalgia for being president?
I would say I've been in harness for the better part of the past 40 years. You know, like some drilled person, a soldier, who is full of action all the time. And when he finds that he's put out of action by retirement, he wakes up in the morning because of the habit that has formed of activity. He wakes up in the morning, he wants to know, yes, what's the agenda today and that sort of thing. And when he doesn't get the agenda,
there's no agenda.
Then you feel a bit lost.
Yeah.
But bit by bit, I'm adjusting to the reality of retirement.
You have to make a conscious effort to restrain yourself. Do you occasionally feel the urge that you must do something, but you realize, hey, I'm no more the president?
Yes, you have to keep reminding yourself that you are in retirement. You don't have to ask for your chief of staff, your secretary, the minister of this and minister of that. So, conscious efforts, but again, I remain aware that I'm not the active president. I'm not the incumbent. I'm in retirement.
Okay, okay. You started your political career very, very young.
Yes.
At the age of 28? Or
perhaps even earlier.
Even earlier? Wow. And when you look at the track record of you getting into politics as early as 28, did you always see yourself getting this far? I did a joke earlier, some time ago, that when you were a kid and they asked you to spell your name in nursery school, they say spell Kufour, and you started with P-R-E, and you spell president. Did you always have that somewhere at the back of your mind?
Let me correct you a bit.
Yeah.
when I was a kid, we weren't independent.
Okay.
So
okay.
we couldn't have thought in terms of presidency.
Okay.
But somehow, from my early days, I became aware of service to community. Believe me, from primary, elementary school days, I became aware that there was some duty to do wherever I found myself to people. And into my secondary school days, when your daddy was my teacher, that time this man was in diapers. Causing a lot of confusion on the school compound, all over. In my secondary school days, I think by Form 3, there was a mock parliament. And there I was elected by fellow students, then as finance minister of the mock government.
Wow.
And that was when the politics of our country was hotting up. 56, 57, 58. So from those days, somehow I felt, eventually.
You felt you would get into politics, or you felt you'd be president?
Get into politics and, of course, to help lead Ghana.
Wow. 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 So the night that the results came and you had won as president, what was the feeling? Or was it, did you have a feeling of, I always knew this? Or it was like, wow.
No, I tell you, in as much as I felt I might get there, when it dawned, it virtually came about, I was rather humbled. Then somehow my faith, and I believe in God, I'll tell you here, got so deepened and confirmed that there was always the hand of destiny guiding me in my chosen field. So when it happened, even though I felt it was a fulfillment, it was the humility I felt more. Not the self-confidence that, oh, yes, I knew I was coming and I have got it. No, no, no. I just felt that truly the hidden hand had molded me and sort of guided me to the destination. I was thankful.
Wow. Yeah, give it up. And I think the important lesson that I want to also let come out is the fact that somehow you always felt it and knew that you were destined for a leadership role.
It could be,
Yeah.
Because straight from Prempeh, 58, my family really packaged me to London. 59, I got enrolled at the Lincoln's Inn, one of the 4 inns where barristers are trained in Britain, or England, I should say. And in a matter of 1 year, 8 months, I was called to the bar. It was a record all time. Then I was accepted to Oxford University to continue with the law. But after the first year, when I passed what they call the moderations, it occurred to me it wasn't the practicing lawyer I wanted to be. I came to Ghana to enroll as barrister in 1962. Must have been February or March. Returned to Oxford, straight to the rector of my college to tell him I wanted to shift from law to philosophy, politics, and economics. The man couldn't understand. But I felt it deep in me that I needed a change in preparation for the work that I would do in future. And so they gave in, and I got through 2 years later, philosophy, politics, economics, plus the law, which rounded me ready for politics. So I knew where I was going.
Fantastic, fantastic. Well, we are with the President, His Excellency, Mr. J.A Kufour. We're going to take a break, but when we come back, I've heard in dispatches that he's a good storyteller. I don't know whether it's true, but when we come back, if it's true, I'll ask him to give us one. We are with the President, and we'll be right back.